Okay, so spent 5 or 10 minutes on each of these valve seats, really trying to grind them in. They're very hard to see, but they're still pretty high, but they're a little further inside there. And on the valve, so the valves are steel and the seats are brass, the valves have a very tiny, tiny ring on them. So hopefully with all that work, those seats have gotten wide enough that they'll seal properly even if the valves rotate. But like I said, those seats are so high, or the lapping mark is so high on that seat that it needs to be really lapped in hard and deep. So I used my baking soda and valve lapping, it cut and turned colors, so that's good. And I did get the exhaust valve out, and I made sure to set my valves in with their springs when I put them out, so we'll pop that back in place and spring and a keeper, hold that all down. Set the clip on there and carefully pop that in place. And then same thing for the intake valve. I just Loctited the carb back on there, so I couldn't take the carb off when I did this, which means that when I rinsed it all out, I made sure and got a can of air for computer cleaning, and after I rinsed it all out, I made sure and really blew all that out. Oh, come on, you. There we go. C-clip on and carefully pressed in place. All right. Now, there's our head gasket, and just pick a side and make sure we get the head the right way around on here. Good news is it only fits one way, so it's got that 5-bolt pattern, but spin these in finger tight. snug, skip, snug, skip, snug, skip, snug, skip, snug. It's the back to the start one, and just double check everything. Drop the hex key. And that was the last one. There we go. All right. That was in place now. Hang the governor and valve gear off the side again. There. Make sure that the valve rocker is on top of the exhaust valve, and that's just loosely on there. Actually, we need to give it a little more room. Now, get the bottom ones on here. Alright. Huh. Got lucky that bottom crown, or this bottom gear is not feeling tight at all as we spin, so that's good. Alright, then I will get these 4 screws tightened up. And now I have to time this again. So that's bottom dead center, and we'll hold that at bottom dead center on this side, or on the flywheel side, and loosen that set screw, and then turns this way. Alright, and so holding it at bottom dead center, pull the cam around so it's just ready to lift the valve there. It's nice and tight. And then get that set screw. Now we turn this, oh, That's top. Alright. Bottom. Oh, I set that lobe on the wrong side, because that's top. And now it's sweeping down to bottom. I set that lobe on the wrong side. Alright. Hold at bottom, turn this so that the lobe is on the correct side there, so it turns the right direction. There. Now, as it rotates the right direction, it hits and opens from bottom to top, and then top it just closed, intake, ignition, wait no, compression, there's ignition, to the bottom, and it just opens for exhaust. Okay. There we go. And then the other thing is the brass concave was too steep so the balls could fly out and hit the back. I just flipped this plastic washer I made over to be concave or convex like the brass piece, and hopefully, because it's a different angle here, it'll be just enough so that the engine will run almost as fast as it was on the original governor, but just slow enough it doesn't hit the side. So we will see if that happens, or if we can make it run. But that is a thing that we will test in a little bit, or maybe tomorrow morning. We'll see. Alright. Well, hopefully this is the last time around for tearing that apart. And hopefully trying to grind those seats in real deep is going to keep them from causing trouble. But we'll see.